No, 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 no. You're guilty until you prove your innocence, and that's what I'm gonna do. Because this is my image. This is my life. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna show evidence. I'm gonna show facts. I got receipts. What are you talking about? Now, the first, boom, December 7th, 2025, at 8:04 a.m., chat, I got Jourdin, a Uber. Remember, Jourdin is a victim now. She claims she was sexually assaulted. You trying to get away from me as fast as possible. So if I call you a Toyota, a scooter, a Rebel, you're trying to get away from me as fast as possible. It shouldn't matter what car you get home in. You're just trying to get away from this person that violated you. So you say.
I was sexually assaulted at a party, a streamer award party. Not only that, it's by somebody that you guys fucking love, and I'm tired, bro. Fucking tired, guys. I'm literally like so disappointed in people because I think people are good people, and I always give people the benefit of the doubt. And they're evil.
Jourdin got home at 8:40 a.m. Oh my God, look what Jourdin texted one of my friends. She's playing with me. She's trying to set me up. She's trying to set me up. Chat, Jourdin got home at 8:40 a.m. Why did she text one of my friends this? Jourdin got home at 8:40 a.m. Why did she text one of my friends this, chat? Why did she text one of my friends this? Can y'all read what she said?
He's saying that this came in at 9:10 a.m. Now, according to Jourdin, when she replied back to these receipts, she states that the time was 6:10 a.m. and not 9:10 a.m. This situation has a lot of holes and discrepancy on both sides. I peeped the text message, the time zone, the things that she said, how things could have played out, and we're going to dissect everything in this live. I'm going to look at everything, so brace yourself.
They're fucking evil, bro. And I'm done streaming. I'm done doing this, bro. I've never had a one-night stand in my life.
What is a one-night stand?
Like after the party type shit, when you first meet someone, and you don't talk to them.
So that's what we just had.
Did we just have one night stand?
No.
All right, so this situation with Tylil and Jourdin Pauline has took a crazy turn, and in this video, I'm going to be breaking down everything that has transpired from start to finish. Before I go into all of the things, I just want to say how crazy this LeBron James Tylil picture is that he got it posted up in his house. That's crazy, but that's not what this video is about. So let's get into it. So basically what's going on is there are two streamers that had an interaction that turned into an allegation of a serious matter. If you guys don't know, there was a streamers award not too long ago, and basically all of the top streamers that stream on the platform Twitch were kind of honored, and people got awards and so on and so forth. It was a big night for Kai Cenat. He received an award. And there was even kind of like jokes where people was like comparing him to Diddy.
So congratulations to you. Oh, and also congrats on your new documentary with 50 Cent. That was you, right?
If you all gonna be on the mic making jokes, at least let it be funny. If you all gonna be on the mic making jokes, at least let it be funny.
I thought it was.
Have a good night.
The guy Tylil, he is a member of Kai Cenat's like Clover House, which is like a group of young boys who all stream and do content and stuff together. He basically like defended Kai Cenat at this event. After the event, there was an after party to which a girl by the name of Jourdin Pauline attended. She claims that her phone got broken. She left the party, and when she went back to the party, she ended up with Tylil. She said that he had her phone. She ended up at his hotel. And after they linked up, they ended up having a sexual encounter, to which she says was a sexual assault situation. And she said that she was SA'd. Now, she took to social media to talk about this situation. She streamed live, and a lot of people on her live basically recounted the parts that did not get screen recorded before she started to make certain allegations. So basically what happened was she went live. She was talking about her experience at the Streamer Award. She had all these people watching, and it wasn't until she started to make allegations about Tylil or allude that it was Tylil that people started screen recording. But people who were on the live, they went back to state the things that she said that were not caught on screen record because the live was taken down.
And here's how her story goes. So pretty much she was at an after party for the Streamer Awards, and while she was there, Tylil had like taken her phone without her really thinking anything of it. A little bit of time passes on by. She ends up leaving with her friend, and by the time she gets home, she realizes that her phone is gone. Her friend is like, yo, you just go ahead and catch an Uber back to the party and then have them call you like an Uber back home. So that's what she ends up doing. By the time she gets to the party, he fake acts like he lost the phone. They look around the party for like 30 minutes, and he goes on to say that his assistant has her phone, but it's at the hotel, and he tells her hop in the black truck, which she ends up doing. So when she's in his hotel room, he ends up being like, oh, the phone is in my pocket and it's broken. Now, here's where the details get wonky, but she pretty much says that he forced himself onto her. So when she's there, he's like, oh no, I have to. And so they end up, She also goes on to allege that he recorded a phone call between them without her consent. And so she goes on to like tell his girlfriend, and he feels some type of way about that. And according to her, she said that he wanted to bribe her with the stream.
All right, so as you see that video, this was uploaded by a TikToker by the name of Nizzy Hype Talks on December 10th when this first broke to the internet before Tylil said anything. The reason why I think what he says is so important because once Tylil shows his receipts and he shows a timestamp of 9:10 a.m. and Jourdin says her spiel of what she says it was 6:10 a.m., I think that actually matters. And I think that there is a fly in the buttermilk on Tylil's part as far as the timestamp of that, the 9:10 a.m. text that he claims came in at 9:10 a.m. We're going to go over all of this, but just put a pin in this and then we're going to move on. Now, Young Don reacts. He reacted to this portion of the information and he stated that if Tylil lured her, that's very different than them kind of, linking up, hanging out, being on flirtatious timing, and she ended up at his hotel versus if he kind of like tricked her to get her there. Now, let's listen to Young Don's hypothetical of, if it was this or that changes, different scenarios. And then I'm going to play her portion.
He fake acts like he lost the phone. They look around the party for like 30 minutes, and he goes on to say,
why are you pretending like he don't got the phone? He got the phone. That's weird.
That his assistant has
allegedly, if this is how it really plays out, right? Play it out.
Has her phone, but it's at the hotel, and he tells her hop in the black truck, which she
so now again, if this is how this goes, he's luring her back to the hotel. Oh, I left your phone at the hotel, right? Okay, she goes.
Ends up doing. So when she's in his hotel room, he ends up being like, oh, the phone is in my pocket and it's broken.
If this story is true, even the way how she got to the hotel is sketchy as f. It'd be one thing if they were all over each other at the party, she dancing on him, you know what I'm saying? It's cool vibes, and he's like, come back to the hotel, and then she come back to the hotel, and then the next day we hearing this story. Now my eyebrow is like, you're a grown woman. Yeah, he a grown man. What you think he wanted to bring you back to the hotel for? To play Scrabble? But if he had to lure her to the hotel by lying about the fact that the phone was at the hotel when he had the phone the whole time, and then she gets she gets back to the hotel, her phone is broken. Now she can't call nobody. Now he not letting her leave until he gets what he wants. This is a very different situation than two people who are dating, right? A girl goes on a date with a guy and she voluntarily goes back to his hotel room.
All right, so now that we heard that, I think it's very important to just keep an open mind. I'm not saying that Tylil did the scenario that Young Don said, or where he lured her there. I'm just saying we're going to take a deep dive. We're going to listen to what she has to say. We're going to listen to what Tylil has to say. We're going to dissect what both of them are saying, because I feel like there's truth and lies in both sides. I'm going to take a deep dive and we're going to rewind this all the way back to the beginning. We're going to listen to what Jourdin says. We're going to listen to everything. I'm gonna point out the contradictions from Tylil that I see. I'm gonna point out the contradictions from Jourdin that I see. When she talking about he was sucking on her toes and all that, huh? And when he talk about that 910 text, huh? You know, we're gonna go through all of it. So let's get into it.
I'm literally tired, you guys. I don't deserve being treated like I'm nothing. And I'm really like trying my best to not be, you know, like I want to save people in their careers and shit, and like, you know, but what about me? Like, what about my feelings? What about how I feel? You know, and not everyone is your friend. And you guys love these people so much. You guys love these people so much. And as a woman, you always get exiled, and it doesn't matter how I dress, you guys. You guys know I'm asexual. I keep my body to myself for a reason. I am a temple. I do not share myself with people, especially if I don't know them. And it's really unfair to me because I feel like I make sure that everyone is in a good position and they feel good, and like, you know, everything was innocent. And I don't care how drunk somebody is, you should never take advantage of them. My phone was stolen and broken. I had no way to get home, and I was assaulted, you guys, by someone that you guys all love. He taped me. The reason why he stopped anyway is because I started boohoo crying, you guys. I was crying, and he taped me as I'm crying like this. He was like, "Why are you crying?" Da, 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 da. And I'm like, because like I didn't want to, like, you know. And he's like, "Oh, well, I'm gonna talk to you again." I'm like, I don't care if you talk to me again. It doesn't matter if you talk to me again. It's the simple fact of like me not wanting to even go down that route because you have a girlfriend. This isn't the first time I've been assaulted, but this is the first time I've been assaulted by someone popular and famous, I guess. And they think I'm not going to say anything because of who they are and who they know and what they do. But like I said, this is somebody you guys support. I hate men. I'm technically going to become, y'all thought I was asexual before. I hate men. Look at all these no caller IDs. I've been getting harassed. If you already know y'all can say it in the chat, but I'm not going to say it out my mouth because they're just trying to blackmail me and shit already. Like, I don't have time for it. Like, that's why I said I'm done with the streaming because niggas thinking collab streams is going to do something for me. And surprisingly, other ones, a part of that team that he's in, the house that he's in, they're more respectful than him.
All right. So that was her initial video where she made allegations. She showed her phone and her call log where it insinuated that the person she was talking about was Tylil. Because she said that he was in a house and other people were respectable, people put two and two together because Tylil is in a streaming house called the Clover House along with Kai Cenat and a lot of other individuals. Now, after she started to have a lot of people speculate that it was Tylil, Tylil then came to the internet and he wrote a Instagram post where he said that he never essayed anybody, and he kind of was silent. So a lot of people started to listen to what she had to say, and some people speculated that they felt like from her version, it sounded like it could have been coercion on Tylil's side, and then other people thought that she had a encounter with a guy and she regretted hunching him. And because she regretted hunching him, she came out with this allegation once she found out that he had a girlfriend. So you had two sides of the coin of social media where, you know, there were people who said, you know, I believe her. I feel like he has done weird stuff. People started to pull up videos of Tylil where he had encounters where he met girls and he would like dry hump them or like do like weird stuff.
Relax. Wait, hold on, wait.
Okay, so after about a week or so goes by, then Tylil decides to respond to what she had to say. Now, before Tylil officially responded, Jourdin did another video where she was basically replying to all of the people who doubted her story, because there was a lot of streamers who said, you know, it sounds like you just regretted the sex. It sounds like you just regretted it. And she decided to like clap back at all of them. I'm going to show you guys a piece of her clap back to some of the people. And then we're going to go into Tylil's video where he was showing receipts of his night with her and everything like that.
You guys are reacting. You guys are not reacting to the evidence. You guys are not reacting to facts. You guys are reacting to a threatened identity. And that's not my fault. I just came on here and told my experience, told my story. And first of all, I just want to say, like, I would not ever humiliate myself coming online, crying my eyes out. I never even knew I could act good. Y'all saying I act and I'm faking. That was crazy. Like, that was raw emotions. I wouldn't come on here and lie about anything to that magnitude, you guys. And I think that's really fucked up, you know what I'm saying? That's why a lot of rapists and mean, crazy people are walking free, because anytime a child or a woman or a gay person or a man say something that's happened to them, a lot of people like to point fingers and, you know, blame the victim over the actual facts. And that's really fucked up. I've never experienced no shit like this ever. I didn't expect this shit to even go as crazy as it did, and I didn't expect me to be the villain as I was, villainized. I've never been a villain like that ever. I've seen so many mean comments, so many mean videos, and it's like such a slap in the face that I will not ever personally come on here and tell anybody anything going on with me, ever again.
All right, so this was her reply to the situation, and in her reply, she also started taking shots at different streamers who had discredited her or didn't believe her and so on and so forth. After she did this stream, I want to say about like a week or so later, Tylil did his stream where he was basically responding with receipts. So when she came to the internet, she didn't really show any receipts. She didn't show anything to like back up what she was saying. And so the first time we would see like receipts to corroborate any part of the story was from Tylil. So Tylil showed how he had got her an Uber. He showed a video that he recorded of her. He showed text messages and so on and so forth. So let me go on over to his video and show you what he posted.
My silence does not mean I'm guilty. My silence was intentional. My team has already sent Jourdin a cease and desist, and we are also moving forward with a lawsuit for defamation. Sexual assault is no joke. Any real victims of sexual assault deserve to be believed and protected, and that should be taken serious. Jourdin has claimed that she was sexually assaulted at the Streamer Awards after party. That did not happen. Everything was cool that night. Jourdin originally left the after party and came back because Jourdin misplaced her phone. Not because it was taken by me. When I was leaving the Streamer Awards after party, Jourdin seen me and my hairstylist getting in the Uber. Jourdin asked to get in the Uber. She was not lured. That was Jourdin's own choice to come to my hotel in the Uber. She was not lured or forced. These are real facts. We got to the hotel. I offered Jourdin a ride home. Jourdin asked if she can use the bathroom upstairs, and I said okay. Everything after that was consent. Everything that happened after that was consent between two adults. She was not coerced, she was not forced or pressured.
All right, so according to Jourdin, in her story, she claims that he told her that her phone was at his hotel or like somewhere else. And so he was going to find it or something about that. The phone was with him. He had her phone. She had to go back to his hotel to get the phone. And then once she got there, she basically said like she was kind of like tricked to get to his hotel. Now, according to him, he's stating that, you know, she came on her own volition. She came on her own free will. And she's the one who asked to get in their Uber and go back to his hotel.
It was a mutual agreement between two adults. Jourdin seen everything went left, chat. I hope y'all follow me. And I'm going to show you the timeline. And I got real evidence to prove everything I'm saying. So just please follow me. I know I'm speaking a little fast, but I'm going to slow down for y'all. Everything went left when my partner called. The moment my partner called, Jourdin started acting crazy. She got really aggressive. And she was acting weird. She made me uncomfortable, and that's what made me start recording to protect myself. Let me make it very clear right now. I have never recorded no sex tape of Jourdin. That was also false. Now, that y'all following me. Jourdin seen the call come in from my partner. She got upset, started talking aggressively, and she made me uncomfortable, so I started recording to protect myself.
All right. So according to him, when he's saying that he got a call from his partner, he's talking about his girlfriend. So he's up in the bed screwing another girl, which is Jourdin. And according to him, his girlfriend calls him. He seemingly answers the phone or the call comes in. When he says the call comes in, I'm assuming that he answers the phone. And then from there, Jourdin started to act erratic.
Now let's play the first piece of evidence. And every piece of evidence I'm going to show y'all has got approved by my legal team. That's another reason why I didn't rush to come on live, because it's a legal matter and sexual assault is not a joke, and that should be justified in the courts and not on social media. So let me show y'all the first piece of evidence.
I've never had a one-night stand in my life.
What is a one-night stand?
Like after the party type shit, when you first meet someone, you don't talk to them.
So that's what we just had.
Did we just have a one-night stand?
No. As long as we cool about it, that's not a one-night stand. I said, as long as we speak about it, it's not a one-night stand.
It's so many days after tomorrow.
That's one piece of evidence. After a while, Jourdin wanted to leave. So what did Tylil James do? I got her an Uber, a Toyota to be exact. I requested Jourdin a Toyota. Jourdin left the hotel room. Jourdin came back when she realized it was a Toyota. She banged on the door and demanded a black truck. Her words verbatimly after she demanded a black truck was, do I look like the type of to ride in a Toyota? Get me a black truck. Me being a gentleman, I got her a black truck. But wait, I also got the receipts to that. Because they say you're innocent until proven guilty. No. You're guilty until you prove your innocence, and that's what I'm gonna do. Because this is my image. This is my life. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna show evidence. I'm gonna show facts. I got receipts. What are you talking about? Now, the first, boom, December 7th, 2025, at 8:04 a.m. chat, I got Jourdin a Uber. Remember, Jourdin is a victim now. She claims she was sexually assaulted. So you trying to get away from me as fast as possible. So if I call you a Toyota, a scooter, a Rebel, you're trying to get away from me as fast as possible. It shouldn't matter what car you get home in. You just trying to get away from this person that violated you. So you say, I called her Uber. She didn't want to get a Toyota. I canceled it. Boom. Let's take this down. Look at the time too. At 8:07 a.m. At 8:07 a.m., Tylil James called Jourdin a black truck. Look at the payment right there. Black SUV. Fare, 16.7 miles. $132.89. Tylil James called her Uber. Let me just calm down because I'm not gonna lie, this shit is not no joke. I called her Uber. The Uber was $132. These are receipts, these are facts. This is gonna save your life in the court of law. The ride was 33 minutes. It picked her up at 8:07. So Jourdin left from the hotel at 8:07. Jourdin got to her destination at 8:40 a.m. Now chat, this is where it get really weird. Are y'all following me? Are you guys following me? This is where shit get really, really, really weird. And now things is getting more suspicious. Jourdin got home at 8:40 a.m. Oh my God, look what Jourdin texted one of my fucking friends. She's playing with me. She's trying to fucking set me up. She's trying to set me up. Chat, Jourdin got home at 8:40 a.m. Why did she text one of my friends this? Jourdin got home at 8:40 a.m. Why did she text one of my friends this, chat? Why did she text one of my friends this? Can y'all read what she said?
All right, so as you see this text message, it says Sunday, 9:10 a.m., and it's from Jourdin Pauline. In the message, it says, hey, Tylil has my phone. I'm on the way to get it back. I was all the way home, too. The person says, LOL, okay. And then she says, somebody got to call me a car back home now. Well, he's saying that this came in at 9:10 a.m., Now, according to Jourdin, when she replied back to these receipts, she states that the time was 6:10 a.m. and not 9:10 a.m. Now, if you guys have a phone and what she's saying, it would make sense to me. Now, everything that she's saying, you know, some stuff may be true, some stuff maybe not, but the part of her saying that it happened at 6:10 a.m., that kind of would make sense, because whenever I'm in California and I have a text and then I fly to New York, my text reflects the time zone that I'm in. So if this individual was in LA at the time that she sent the text, but then flew back to New York where they're supposed to be from, then the time once he got back home and sent this screenshot would be 9:10 a.m. So according to Jourdin, she's stating that she left her phone, Tylil had possession of her phone, and she went to go get it back, and that's how she ended up at the hotel.
Des, you count your motherfucking days, okay? You send in fake timestamps, or somebody sent fake timestamps of the motherfucking text messages when I said Tylil has my phone, I'm on the way back. That was at 6:11 a.m. The party was over at 5 something in the morning. I went back to the fucking location of the party at 6:11 a.m. That's no fucking 9 a.m. I don't gotta lie. I got all the receipts. I got everything. You explained the text message threads, which was false, which was inaccurate. Yes, I went home around 8 a.m. But me going back to the party at 6:11 a.m., leaving the party around 6:30, because we was looking for the phone there, and he said it was at the hotel. We left from the party to go to the hotel that his assistant apparently had my phone at, and he had it the whole time in his pocket. And then he's like, get out this car, the Uber we was in, because he didn't call this car, and his assistant, whoever the Tiffany is, Ashley, whatever her name is, was going to call me a car home, and he was texting her apparently to call me a car home. And as I'm sitting in his hotel room, he's trying to be fresh with me. I go pee, I come out the bathroom, the nigga's on demon time. I don't give a I'm you. I don't care. I don't care.
Now, I'm going to be honest. Her version matches up better with this if the actual time is 6:10 a.m. because what Tylil goes on to explain, it doesn't make sense. He doesn't ever say she went back again. So he's saying that she made it back home and then she sent his friend this text after she made it back home. And so his story about this text, about the phone being broke, to me, if you use your critical thinking skills and you consider they're from New York, she's from California, the incident happened in California, the time zone difference, and how things switch up. Listen to what Tylil says. He never ever says she came back after she sent this text. All he says was, oh, she was trying to set me up. She sent my friend this at 9:10. But if you use your critical thinking skills, what she's saying and what this text says makes sense. It matches up to this actually being at 6:10 a.m. and not 9:10. Do you guys get what I'm saying? Hopefully that makes sense. But anyways, now let's listen to Tylil give his explanation to the sequence from here on out. And let me just bring it back some so we can follow the story now from his point of view.
The first, boom, December 7th, 2025, at 8:04 a.m., chat, I got Jourdin a Uber. Remember, Jourdin is a victim now. She claims she was sexually assaulted. So you trying to get away from me as fast as possible. So if I call you a Toyota, a scooter, a Rebel, you trying to get away from me as fast as possible. It shouldn't matter what car you get home in. You just trying to get away from this person that violated you. So you say, I called her Uber. She didn't want to get a Toyota. I canceled it. Boom. Let's take this down. Look at the time too. At 8:07 a.m. At 8:07 a.m., Tylil James called Jourdin a black truck. Look at the payment right there. Black SUV. Fare, 16.7 miles. $132.89. Tylil James called her Uber. Let me just calm down because I'm not gonna lie, this shit is not no joke. I called her Uber. The Uber was $132. These are receipts, these are facts. This is gonna save your life in the court of law. The ride was 33 minutes. It picked her up at 8:07. So Jourdin left from the hotel at 8:07. Jourdin got to her destination at 8:40 a.m. Now chat, this is where it get really weird. Are y'all following me? Are you guys following me? This is where shit get really, really, really weird. And now things is getting more suspicious. Jourdin got home at 8:40 a.m. Oh my God, look what Jourdin texted on my fucking face. She's playing with me. She's trying to fucking set me up. She's trying to set me up. Chat, Jourdin got home at 8:40 a.m. Why did she text one of my friends this? Jourdin got home at 8:40 a.m. Why did she text one of my friends this, chat? Why did she text one of my friends this? Can y'all read what she said? This girl is setting me up at 9:10 a.m. after Jourdin arrived home out of her black truck at 8:40 a.m. Please follow me. She texts to one of my friends, hey, Tylil has my phone. I'm on the way to get it back, ... I was all the way home too. My friend said, LOL, okay. Somebody gotta call me a car back home now. Okay, let me go back, hold on. Look, 9:10 a.m. Sunday, to all the police officers and lawyers and DAs on TikTok and on Instagram, the one that got so much to say, please follow this, the truth, the real facts. Let's go back. She texted my friend, it's at 9:10 a.m. But what does this say? Jourdin, hold on. Let's clock her T right now. Let's clock her T. Your Uber got to your house that Tylil put you in at 8:40 a.m. Why did you proceed to text Tylil friend at 9:10 a.m.? Hey, Tylil has my phone. I'm on the way to get it back. I was all the way home too. Jourdin, did you not just get out of a black truck at 8:40 a.m.? I'm gonna leave that up to y'all. Now, not only did Jourdin lie on my name, and come to the internet and speak and make a false allegation about me. She said I try to blackmail her. Let's speak on that.
All right, so let me pause that right here. So before he goes to the part where he says that she tries to blackmail him and he shows receipts that look like she tried to blackmail him or extort him or whatever, that's what the receipts do look like. Let me just address the prior part. So I'm a person who I look at situations from both sides. And even though the entire internet is deeming her a complete liar, he does not explain if she ever came back to him after the 9:10 a.m. He moves on to the blackmail. So in my opinion, when I heard her tell her version of the story, I'm just being honest, I believe her version of the 6:10 original timestamp, and the party ended at 5 a.m. Her texting at 6:10, and it's her coming over there, and then that's how she ended up there. Now, that's not saying that, you know, he did in fact SA her or that he raped her or whatever, but that to me, looking at it, knowing that whenever I switch time zones, it changes that 3-hour mark, knowing that they are from New York. And actually, I think they live in Atlanta, but Atlanta is also 3-hour time difference from California as well. So the same thing still applies, that 3-hour difference. I think if he did trick her, like she goes home, she wasn't trying to like, you know, sleep with anybody, and he had her phone. I do think that that changes up some of the circumstances a little bit. I mean, you can still think how you think, but I do think that those details matter. Now, the rest of the events line up with his receipts.
I try to blackmail you, Jourdin. Chat, I try to blackmail her. Jourdin, I try to blackmail you, Jourdin. 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 How? How, Chad? How? Look at what it say, Chad. Jourdin sent me Jourdin requested 2,000, and then in the note it says for playing with me, and I try to blackmail her. She's trying to extort me, gang. She's blackmailing me. She's lying on me, bro. That shit is fucked up. She's lying on me, trying to destroy my image, bro. I got a niece. I got a mother. I got a fucking sister. She fucking trying to blackmail me. I got a niece. She trying to blackmail me. I got a niece. I work hard every day for this I got, nigga. What you talking about? And I never let nobody take that shit from me. Fuck out of here. This shit is right here. Only thing the girl had to show. Oh my God. This shit is right here, Jay. Yo, it says a Zelle request for $2,000 for playing with me. What the f? That's blackmail. What the f do she mean by for playing with me? Let's move on.
All right, so this, if I'm being honest, it doesn't look good on Jourdin's behalf. It doesn't look or align with somebody who feels like they were violated and, you know, wants to get justice. This kind of does look like I'm mad. You know, you had a girl, you got me effed up, you know, and I don't want to feel like a piece of tail or whatever. Like, you gonna pay me for, you know, smutting my name or whatever. That's kind of what this looks like at this point.
Jourdin, let's continue. Cause now you're trying to set me up. Now you're trying to get money out of me. Now I'm really, I'm concerned. Like, damn, I'm not giving this girl nothing. NCAA, nothing's coming at all. You're not getting $2,000 out of me. I didn't pay that $2,000. I did not pay that $2,000. No, you're not getting nothing. NCAA, nothing's coming at all. Guess what she does now, chat. And Jourdin came on the internet and said she has messages, but she deleted them. Guess what? I got them. Jourdin, you deleted the messages, I got them. So now let me give y'all some more evidence that my legal team had to approve, because the first thing I did, instead of coming to speak to the public, let me go speak to my lawyers. Because SA, it's not a joke, and I sympathize for any real victims out there. For any real victims that has been through some shit like that, I really sympathize for you. Next. Boom. Jourdin texts me right here. She said, what you doing? Jourdin sends a question mark. I don't know if you text me or not, but my phone is clicked. I can't see her do nothing. Jourdin.
All right, so I'm going to pause him right there. He shows this text where it says, I don't know if you text me or not, but my phone is clipped. I can't see or do nothing. So to me, again, it would make sense, like, you know, you at a party, her phone broken, he holds her phone or has her phone or something like that. She leaves because she isn't really messing with her phone like that because it's broken anyways. And then when she gets home, she realizes, oh, dang, he got my phone. Because if it's broke already before she even got there, you're not really going to be too much tripping off of the phone. So again, I think when she's saying that, you know, she left and then she realized he had her phone, again, I believe her when she says that. Y'all could, you know, feel otherwise, but I don't know. It just, her version just makes more sense. Now, then he goes from talking about this text where she says her phone was clipped, and then he rolls into the next morning after, you know, they do, and then he resumes the next messages.
Jourdin sent me on December 8th at 12:01. This is in the noon. Jourdin sent me a upside down smiling face. After she sent the upside down smiling face, she sent the Zelle request. Let me show y'all. Follow me, chat. Are y'all following the timeline? Because I'm only gonna come up here one time and say this. Jourdin, all of these messages came on December 7th. All of these messages is at December 7th. The Zelle request is at December 8th. This smiley face, she sent this smiley face, right? Boom. Then she sends the Zelle request at 12:19 p.m. After she sends the Zelle request, she realized I was not paying it. Once Jourdin realized I was not paying it, Jourdin sent me this. You see this meme right here? Me giving him his last warning before I show him who I really am. Let me make it bigger for y'all since y'all can't read. Boom. Me giving him his last warning before I show him who I really am. What? So once Jourdin realized I was not paying her $2,000, she sends me this. Me giving him his last warning before I show him who I really am. And guess what she did? She showed me who she really was and showed you who she really was. Came to the internet with false allegations, lied on my name. Lied on my name. False allegations ruin lives, chat. You understand what I'm saying? This is my reputation, my career, my life we talking about. All over a lie. Before I end this stream, I'm gonna show y'all 2 more pieces of evidence that had to get approved through my legal team because I've been handling this very seriously. I want y'all to know that this is not a joke. I've took.
All right, so after this, he shows 2 text messages. One of the text messages is her basically saying that, like, she was upset about him having a girlfriend and he had her messed up. I'll put it on the screen and I'll read it in voiceover. All right, so he ended the receipts that he had by putting up these 2 texts. One says, don't let this world get to your head and lose your moral compass, because at the end of the day, we all have to deal with God. And if you know something made me feel a certain way, instead of trying to throw rocks and hide your hands, you should have fixed it immediately. And this could have been swept under the rug. Don't be mad. Your girl found out the type of man that you are. She should have known that nobody's fault but yours. I always walk in love and I wish her the best. No BS. And then she sent another text that says, if you had chosen integrity from the start, this situation would have never escalated. The reaction you're facing now is a consequence of your choices, not mine. Your girlfriend seeing your actions isn't my fault. I've never lied to get anything in life. If I wanted drama, I would have ignored your call and gone straight to social media. But that's not who I am. I believe in God, accountability, and moving with love, even when I'm hurt. I'm not asking for anything except acknowledgement. A real apology matters. Now, her saying this, a lot of people got hung up on the fact that she said that if he would have apologized, that this would have got swept under the rug. Now, that was not a good choice of words, and it does look suspect, and a lot of it does seem rooted in her feeling a particular type of way because he has a girlfriend. Now, in my honest opinion, I think that if her intentions wasn't to sleep with him, she's genuinely going to look for her phone. She ends up in a compromising situation. You know, they end up doing the boink, and then it's not something that she really wanted to do. I do think that the situation got blurred and murky. I think that when guys think about SA, people think of the textbook holding somebody down, ripping their panties from them, and then inserting against their will. There's so many different variations of situations, so many different ways that things can get blurred, lines can get crossed, things can get murky, that you kind of have to just pay attention to several different things. So when I'm listening to this situation, I feel like it could be one or two situations. Number one, it could be where she's at the hotel, they consensually have sex, she hears the call from his girlfriend, she feels some type of way like, boy, I ain't just no random piece of, tail that, you're not about to just play me and just, toss me to the side and feel like she want to get back because she feels slighted. That's one scenario that can happen. And that's it. That is a portion that a person can equate based on what they're hearing. They can hear what she's saying and it can align with her just feeling some type of way and lying on him about assault. Or it could be a situation where he had her phone. She reaches out to his friend. She says, hey, my phone is broke, or Tylil got my phone. I'm coming back to get my phone. She goes to get her phone. And when she goes to get her phone, it can go, like she said, to where she's like, hey, I get to the hotel. I'm trying to get my phone. He's acting like he's looking for it. And then when he's acting like he's looking for it, he trying to press me for some box. Because in her definition or her scenario of what she's saying, she's basically saying like he pressed her or like coerced her into it. And so, she doesn't really want to do it, but then she gives in because he's like pressing. She feeling like, compromised. She's there. And, she's also under the influence. Her inhibitions, get low. It's not something that she really wants to do. But then, he's pressing. And she just gives in. And he got a girlfriend. So then, like, I done did it. Now I done had sex with this guy. It's, she didn't really want to do it. She felt pressured into, you know what I mean? Like, and her feeling like you pushed me into this and you kind of took it. But then there are parts where she says that, he was sucking on her toes and stuff like that, to where, it would lean more to like the consensual, but it could be one or two ways, depending on how you look at it. His version, it sounds like, she was with it. She came, she wanted to, parlay, they parlayed, and then she started acting erratic. But him saying that, he was in the middle of it and she started crying and all of that. I don't know. Like again, I'm not saying that he took the box, because a part of it was participated where she, you don't just get to suck on toes and get to that part if there's no type of willingness at all. So, and again, people think that the only SA form is actually forced by, like violently forcing them down and ripping their clothes. Like, that's not how it goes all the time. So again, I'm not saying that he did take the box. I'm just saying that look at it from both lenses. I'm looking at it with an open ear, and I'm hearing her side and I'm hearing his side. It could have went the way that he said. It was consensual. She got bitter. She feeling some type of way, and she just mad and angry because he got a girl, and she know that she not gonna be number one, and she know that, you know, when he get to his friends, she's probably gonna be the talk of the town. So she's wilding out. She's feeling like, you know, well, let me smut his name before he smuts mine. Because if she's a person with a reputation or feeling like she has to protect her reputation, she could be acting out of protecting her reputation to where she feel like, oh, dang, you know, he gonna go back to the Clover house. He about to, you know, talk about like I'm some piece of meat. She feeling like, you know, he got this girl, like they not about to play me. She thinking about the long run. It could be how he says it to where she bitter and got mad and, you know, flipped the script because he got a girl, or it could be how it happened versus what she's saying, but she's not the best articulate person to express it because she's in her emotions. She's frustrated. There's a lot going on. There's a lot of factors. He's more popular than she is. There's people that are going to dissect every single thing that she says, and they have a certain image that they look. He's this guy. He loves LeBron. Oh my God. He's doing cheer and splits in the air when he sees LeBron, and he's so like, you know, loving and kind, and he has his nieces. So there's a lot of different factors. But with that being said, let's fast forward to her video where she responds to his receipts. Now, after everything happened, whether it was one or two, she started navigating things completely out of pocket.
Let me relax. Because I'm yelling. Y'all are all gullible little kid weirdos. And I do not wish bad on none of y'all. Y'all playing with the wrong one. Make it make sense. $2,000? What the cost $2,000? Not this motherfucking cat. My motherfucking phone that he fucking broke with 2 terabytes on it, with all my music on it, all my pictures on it, all my content on it. That's why niggas requested $2,000 for playing with me. Yes, nigga, for playing with me, for raping me, for trying to set me up and blackmail me, for being calculated and premeditated. Make it make sense, since everybody know everything, got their degrees. Niggas posted 0 receipts. I'm trying to extort them. Extortion for $2,000? My wigs, my bundles cost more than $2,000. Make it make sense. My rent is $13,000 a month. Make it make $2,000. $2,000? 2. Not 10, but 2. Des, you count your motherfucking days, okay? You send in fake timestamps, or somebody sent fake timestamps, other motherfucking text messages when I said, Tylil has my phone, I'm on the way back. That was at 6:11 a.m. The party was over at 5 something in the morning. I went back to the location of the party at 6:11 a.m. That's no 9 a.m., nigga. I don't gotta lie. I got all the receipts. I got everything. Nobody give a fuck about that ugly ass nigga and his fucking relationship. You think a bitch like me wanna be with a cheating ass, receding hairline ass nigga? And your dick is lit out! Tylil, your dick is lit out! Let's talk about it. Your dick is this big. Let's talk about it.
Child, a mess. A lot of people was making comments because she was talking about his meat being little. And this is a thing that guys have misunderstood. And as her claiming SA and this being the focus is, you know, something else. But one thing that I will say, a lot of guys think that when girls get mad and they say your meat is little, they think that girls are only saying that because they're mad. No, they're saying that because that's what, like, your meat is small, and because they're mad, so they're just letting you know. Like, there's plenty of girls who have intercourse with guys with little meat, and then they be feeling like, damn, like that was whack or whatever like that. But they kind of like you, they like your personality, so they don't hurt your feelings and tell you that your meat is small. When girls go and they be like, yo, you know, they get mad. They telling y'all the truth. Like, a lot of guys think that, oh, they just saying that because they mad. Girls don't say that to guys that got big wink winks when they mad. They say something else. But yeah, that's just what I thought about right there. But anyways, let's continue.
Tylil, your dick is little. Let's talk about it. Your dick is this big. Let's talk about it. I didn't want to you, bro. I didn't want to you. I didn't want to you. Girls that want to you. I didn't want to you. These little scallywag ass, pick me ass on these motherfucking apps that y'all fucking, these bitches want to you, nigga. Not me, though. I don't gotta break up nothing. I have real millionaires worth hundreds of millions on my motherfucking line. If I wanted to be in a relationship today, I would be in a relationship tomorrow. Please make it make sense. Please make it make sense.
She wasn't thinking with sense when she said that. If I want to be in a relationship today, I'll be in one tomorrow. Why you gotta wait till tomorrow if you want to be in a relationship today? Be in a relationship today. But anyways, some of this was kind of funny, but let's continue.
And I know y'all over here clipping. Y'all trying to make me be the bad guy. I'll be the motherfucking bad guy. But y'all still supporting the rapists, and y'all weird. Y'all fucking weird. I don't need y'all fucking validation, nigga. I don't need y'all fucking approval. I don't gotta show y'all shit, cause the motherfucking court's gonna have that shit. And y'all could go burn with the enemy. Period. You see a bitch like me, nigga? What the fuck do I got? Make it make sense, dummies. Tylil? Not even Kaisa not, but Tylil. Do you know I pull niggas? I pull real boss niggas. I pull niggas. Y'all really trying to fuck it up for my real hoes out there. Y'all trying to fuck it up for the real they got the real bag. I'm nobody got to lie on Tylil. Tylil? Tylil. 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 Keep sending them corns in. Thank you for the corns. Thank you for the corns. Thank you. Thank you. Y'all supporting rapists. Niggas come on motherfucking live crying wolf. Trying to show a Zelle receipt for a phone that he fucking broke. Thank you for the corn. I appreciate it. Thank you for the heart. I'm done being nice. What the f***? Plague Boy Max, you know what the f*** was going on. Because you told me to come to that party. And I told you what happened. Dez, you know what the f*** going on. You changing fucking timestamps. 11 a.m. Who I text? Who I text that bitch ass nigga raped me? Who I text? In a group chat that I got. Anyways, God bless everybody. I'm sending love to everybody. Thank you so much for just opening my eyes. I wasn't even going to react to this. My attorney tells me not to react to this. He's suing me. I'm suing him. We suing each other. We suing each other.
Girl, if your attorney told you not to react to this, you should have listened to your attorney, because when y'all go to court, they are going to pick this apart and it's going to look very bad, because all he has to show is that you never mentioned in the first live that you did about any like shakedown for money, whether it be the phone or any other reason. And then for him to come out and show that you've requested money and you've come to tell this story, if you were going to be transparent and say certain things, that should have been something that you said the first time. So the fact that we're just now finding out about this $2,000 request is making you look crazy. And then your response to that is sounding a little cuckoo as well, saying that it was for your phone when that's not what the note said in the message, So some of it sounds a little cuckoo, but girl, let's continue.
It's all love. We suing each other, baby. We suing each other. We're suing each other. It don't matter how you paint it, which way y'all look at this. He's still a f***ed up nigga. He's still a f***ed up nigga. It don't matter which way you look at it. But this is real life. This isn't a hobby. This is real life. This nigga's still f***ed up. Shout out all the girls that's telling me their stories with Tylil. He been like this. It's all premeditated. It's all calculated. It's all premeditated. It's all, y'all gonna wait till the nigga have a documentary out about him. Y'all gonna be like, oh my God. It's all premeditated. It's all calculated. Literally, over 12 is done. DM me real stories, real receipts. I'm like, did you report it? They're like, no, because I just felt like, I don't know. He offered me 200. He does this. This is something he do. But yet, I'm the bad guy? Nah, nigga, I'm fucking real. I'm fucking real for coming on these fucking platforms and speaking my fucking truth to y'all, a bunch of insensitive ass monsters who probably all don't believe in God. And I'm just really grateful that I'm not even hurt by, I'm not pressed by this. I don't care. I'm at peace.
This response is given that you care, which anybody would care if the whole internet is saying that they're lying, and you are getting all kind of messages from all type of people. People are discrediting you. They're saying you're lying. You're all over the blogs and in a negative way. The average person would be pressed to have that type of negative attention, and the fact that you are responding to it in this type of manner, it shows that you do care. Or else if you didn't care, you would be like, you know, whatever. He'll see my lawyer. We'll see him in court, whatever. You know, so, I mean, you do care, which is okay. It's human. It's a human nature to feel some type of way when people feel like you're lying about something that you're saying that you're not.
1, 2, 3, release them. Release the shit. I don't give a f anymore. I don't care. Because you know what? I'm doing real shit. That's the problem. Y'all the ones that wanted to get fucked, not me. I'm asexual for a reason. I don't like niggas. I don't like the way niggas even smell. You niggas disgust me. Like, niggas really OD disgust me. Like, honestly, they disgust me. How you in a whole full-blown relationship and you still, and it's not even, I don't give a f about the relationship. Let's talk about moral compasses, guys. Jealous and evil? Who would be jealous of a broken home, of a bitch suffering with a malicious, cheating ass nigga? Who would be jealous of that? Who would be jealous of that? Of a bare minimum ass that's fucking on any bitch he can, then coming back to you with his dirty dick. Who's jealous? What I gotta be jealous? What the I gotta be jealous about? What are we talking about? Like, what is the conversation right now, y'all? If you know me, you know me. And if you know me, you know I don't fuck with niggas like that. Trust me. I like white niggas. Yeah. If I did talk to a man, I like white boys. Yeah. I don't like black boys. Yeah. I'm saying it. I don't give a f. I don't like you black niggas. I really don't. And this is a prime example. What the f are we talking about? I don't like Tylil. Never did. Never will. Really won't. You better, like, nigga see me coming down the street, you better walk the other way. It's fades on sight. Because I should have whooped his ass that night. But I was being nice. I'm done beating niggas. I should have beat his ass that night. And y'all nigga, that nigga would have came on stream with 2 black eyes, which I should have did.
Girl. Is she saying like she would have beat him up?
And I'm mad I didn't. I'm so mad I did it because I should have. But anyways, use these clips to your advantage. Y'all can milk this shit all y'all want. Thank you. Stream the music, stream the product. Keep watching, baby, because I'm just getting motherfucking started. Y'all gonna still see a bitch shine. You ain't stopping shit. Yeah, me. Y'all don't like to look at the facts of situations. $2,000 request for what? My phone, baby. Nobody was pressed for him texting me back or calling me. The bitch nigga told me to send him a request, and I sent him the request and he ain't sent it. So I'm sending a nigga upside down smiley face. Yeah, because you said you was gonna pay for my phone, but you didn't. And then on top of that, you raped me. You knew what you was doing. You calculated it. So of course I'm gonna send you a meme. I'm gonna show you who the fuck I really am. Because I was being nice at first. Of course I'm gonna send a fucking upside down smiley face. What are we talking about? What are we talking about? Of course. Of course. Yes. For playing with me, nigga. You know what the fuck you did? You know what the fuck you doing? My pussy ain't never worth no motherfucking 2 bands. And if y'all motherfuckers think that, y'all got another motherfucking thing coming. Let's go bank for bank right now. $2,000? You know how disrespectful that shit is to me? Don't ever play with me. I'm so serious. Y'all better stop fucking playing with me. 2 bands? My rent alone, my bills alone, my overhead is literally $100,000 a month. What are we talking about? Y'all want to get into detail? $2,000. If I was extorting a nigga, matter of fact, come see me. Matter of fact, my brothers is on the way to come see you. I should have sent niggas directly over there if you want to play dirty.
And she say her overhead is $100,000 a month. Like she spends $100,000 every single month.
Cause I knew where you was at. I could have sent niggas direct. People don't play about me in real life. I could have sent niggas directly over there, but I didn't. I was being nice, like I always am. Being nice, playing it cool, playing it cordial. For what? For a nigga to come on here and flip the story, fake timestamps, and clip in the fucking full video? He said, why are you crying? I said, because I don't have sex. I don't do shit like this. I never had a one-night stand. And it's a one-night stand? I asked him that verbatimly. I don't got nothing to lie to y'all about. I don't even got to prove shit to y'all. I'm just disrespected at the fact.
But if you're asking him, is this a one-night stand? That makes it sound like it was consensual. So that makes it sound like it was consensual. It was a one-night stand. Or you were afraid that it was going to end up being just only a wham bam, thank you ma'am, one night stand because he had a girlfriend.
Motherfuckers think $2,000 is something worth something to me. 2 bands, that is hilarious. That is comical. $2,000? Do I give a Project Trailer Park ass bitch to y'all? Do I give that? I don't. Everything on me is expensive. Down to my motherfucking shoes, down to my Russian pedicure on my motherfucking toes, nigga. $350 every time I go get my nails and toes done. $2,000? My lashes alone, $250. $300. Ask Shelly. Ask how much my motherfucking lashes is. Ask my hairstylist how much it is to do my hair.
Child, they be ripping y'all off. I wish I would pay $300, $250 for some eyelashes. Child, I come on my stream with some mascara and be just fine. Back in my day when I was running around Hollywood, dealing with all type of celebrities, I would put on my little strip, not even them bat flashy eyelashes. I never was into them ones. I would put my little strip on, put my mascara on, put my eyeliner on, and be pulling the same in. Child, y'all be doing a whole lot, honey. I wish I would pay $250 for some eyelashes, $300 for some nails. Child, please. But hey, if you got it, got it. If you do it, do it.
Here.
Couldn't be me.
Ella Bands. The Ella brand. Ask her. Y'all want to comment everything under all my Instagram posts, try to make me look like a fucking bad guy? Go ask the motherfucking people that I'm actually paying if I'm cheap. If I'm a cheap motherfucking whore. If I get down like that. That I all bought myself. These niggas don't buy me shit. I buy it my motherfucking self. I felt disrespectful. And the only reason I even sent a request to that nigga is because I was trying to get him to admit. I was being nice to him for him to admit in a transcript that he's a fucking rapist. And I was playing cordial with the nigga because he said that, and I didn't even ask.
How is sending him a Zelle request for $2,000 and saying for playing with me, you trying to get him to admit to... Girl, if that was your strategy, that was a losing strategy. If you was going to try to get him to admit something, it would have been when he called your phone back to back to back. You answer, you get another device, and you talk and you be like, I don't appreciate you taking the coochie. And then he be like, XYZ. That's like you sending a Zelle request to try to get him to admit. Girl, what type of people you be around where you thought that was the winning strategy? That sounds crazy.
I didn't even ask. I didn't even ask him to pay for my phone. He offered. Tylil offered to pay for my phone. I didn't ask him. I didn't say, nigga, you need to fix my mother phone. I said, my phone is really broken. You disrespected me last night. You know what the you did? You completely violated me, and I never want to talk to you again. He calls me. Jourdin, you know what? I'm gonna pay for your phone. Just send me your Cash App, your Zelle, and then go to the spot and then tell me how much it is, and then send me a request. The nigga go ghost. As soon as I did that.
But if that's what it was, why did you say for playing with me? If he openly said, hey, Jourdin, I'm going to pay for your phone, and he told you he was going to pay for it, when you sent like if somebody tells me, hey, you know, my bad, I'm going to pay for your phone, why would I request the money and say for playing with me in the note? If they're willingly saying, hey, I'm going to pay for your phone, that don't make sense. That doesn't make sense.
Of course, nigga, now you playing with me. Now you're playing with me. Now you're playing. You explained everything but the fact of the reason you raped. You explained the money. You explained the text message threads, which was false, which was inaccurate. Yes, I went home around 8 a.m., but me going back to the party at 6:11 a.m., leaving the party around 6:30, because we was looking for the phone there, and he said it was at the hotel. We left from the party to go to the hotel that his assistant apparently had my phone at, and he had it the whole time in his pocket. And then he's like, get out this car, the Uber we was in, because he didn't call this car, and his assistant, whoever the Tiffany is, Ashley, whatever her name is, was going to call me a car home, and he was texting her apparently to call me a car home. And as I'm sitting in his hotel room, he's trying to be fresh with me. I go pee, I come out the bathroom, the nigga's on demon time. I don't give a I'm f***ing you. I don't care, I'm f***ing you. I don't care. You fucking foot fetish lover, little dick ass nigga sucking on my toes and shit. You a fucking weirdo, nigga. I should have kicked you fucking dead off in the middle of your fucking forehead, nigga, and broke your fucking nose, Tylil. You got me fucked up. Fucking toe licker, ass eater ass nigga. Let's talk about it, little dick. Yeah, your girlfriend's the only one that want that. Trust me, daddy. Your bitch the only one that want that shit. All y'all. That's how I feel about it. Thank you, guys. Because guess what? In this world, especially in America, a woman's voice doesn't matter. And that's one thing I'm going to make sure, as long as I'm alive, a woman's voice matters. Yeah. So beware. Yeah. I'm a real philanthropist. I'm really about to show y'all niggas, women matter. It don't matter what the fuck you talking about. I don't owe you no fucking pussy, nigga. I never owed you no pussy, nigga. I don't know you. I don't owe none of you niggas. Not even an explanation, not an apology, nothing. Not my pussy, not my body, not my mind, not my energy. I don't owe y'all nothing. And that's why you're going to continue to be mad. Because I'm not. I'm going to live in peace. I'm going to pray about it. God forgives. I'm going to let this shit go. And guess what, bitch? I'm going to keep winning, ho. And that's on everything I love. All y'all that got some negative shit to say about me. That's why y'all bitches don't got no fucking platform nor a fucking voice. All y'all motherfucking hating ass hoes.
All right. So that's what she had to say. All right. So then after she did that post, a lot of people started discrediting her even more. A lot of people started to think that she wasn't telling the truth. They start dissecting even that rant. She got even more people coming at her. And then she posted up this post where she says, the cyberbullying I've experienced has deeply impacted my mental health. Reading lies, threats, and dehumanizing comments day after day is not something anyone is immune to. I'm choosing to prioritize my well-being and step back from engaging with negativity. I appreciate those who have shown kindness and support. It matters more than you know, but I'm genuinely tired and I leave behind my music and my legacy. It'll still continue once I'm gone because that's what truly lives forever is my art and my art and my craft. The weight of the world has always been on my shoulders. I thank everyone I had a beautiful experiences with, and the people that love me very dearly, like my mom and my sister. I've seen very disheartening videos about my sister's death. Do not speak on her. You do not know her, and you do not know her story, and she's not here to defend herself. I try to use my voice as much as I can, but it's time for me to close this chapter. Only God knows what I'm feeling, and I'm deciding to not feel this pain anymore and finally be with God. I promise my spirit and music and art will do the living for me. God bless everyone. Goodbye and farewell. So she posted up this post where it seemed like she was deciding to end it all, which is very sad and unfortunate. I think if people, use critical thinking skills, they would think about this from both sides. And it's a lot of weight to carry because she did not navigate it the correct way. She went about it, I would say, in the wrong way. But she's young, and hey, it is what it is. And I had people chime in on my Facebook and leave me a voice note on what they thought about the situation. And it was basically people who, they already knew about the situation and they just clicked in to kind of like give me a voice note on what they thought. Now, before I go to that, I think that a part of me believes that she went to the hotel and he pressed for some pussy. Now, a lot of guys need to understand, and hopefully he will take this as a learning lesson, that, if the girl ain't with it and she not, if she not on the same time and she like, yeah, I want to, mutually want to do you as much as you want to do her, it's not worth it. And use this as a teachable moment, because things can get blurred, lines can get crossed, and things can get murky. For me, it sounds like, and again, I can only be real on what I heard from both sides. I'm not team Tylil. I'm not team Jourdin. Some of the stuff she say sounds cuckoo. And then some of the stuff she say, to me, being a woman, dealing with men, I know how niggas do. So I'm not going to sit here and totally discredit her and act like everything is cuckoo. She's a young girl. She's navigating this situation completely wrong. Could she feel violated? Yes. Could he feel like he didn't do anything wrong and not understand? Yes. Was I there? No. But listening to both sides, listening to how he explains it, and when she went to go get her phone, lines got crossed, things got blurred. He feels like it was consensual. If he's sucking on her toes, that seems like they were both like into it. But just because they were both into it at that point where she kind of like gave in and went with it, when she breaks down and starts crying and he gets out his phone and stuff starts getting weird, I don't know, something about that just makes it feel like there was some pushback in the beginning and he knew that, damn, like now she tripping. You know what I mean? Like there was something that made him get that phone and that call start. And I don't know, something about it. I feel like there was some kind of pushback there. I don't know, but that's not saying that he SA'd her. I don't feel like it's completely non-consensual, but I feel like it was a situation where, the word coercion, like it's kind of like you kind of like somebody like the girls under, like guys, they never get it. They never get it because they don't understand how, if you don't want to do it, how you just don't say no and just don't do it at all. That's like being a woman. Sometimes you get put in situations to where you're not raped. It's not like that, like they're not pinning you down and just pulling your pants down and sticking their dick in. Like it's not that. So guys think that if I'm not raping you, if I'm not, holding you down, and they think that, they basically think that if you finally give in and say okay, that all is well, but clearly that it's not. Like I don't know how to explain it, but I don't know. So it's not SA per se. It's a form of coercion, but I personally, some women, is that worth putting SA on somebody? Is it? I don't know. That's up to everybody to determine. Like, if it was me in that position and I, give in and I'm like, you know what, okay, whatever, let's do it, whatever. Am I going to put SA on that person because they're assuming that it's consent? But men know boundaries. It's a blurred line. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's blurred. I'm not necessarily saying he SA'd her. I don't think that he outright just, just totally just took it. But I just think that there was some mixed signals, some no, I don't want to. It was some of that going on to where, again, I'm not saying that he SA'd her, but hopefully y'all understand what I'm saying. Like, I'm not saying he did or he didn't. Like, I'm just saying, like, it was lines crossed and he knew to pull out that phone because stuff got to a point where it's like, oh damn, like, nah, Now on his end, when she gave in to doing it, he's thinking it's consensual. In her, she's still battling, damn, I don't really want to do this. I'm doing it. I'm here, I'm there. Because, they're all the way to the point to where he's sucking her toes. Whenever I'm, in the act and a guy pull my feet out and, start sucking on my toes, like, you're heavily into the act. Like, you done, just from my experience, they done went all the way down and landed on the toes and, came on up. So that, that's like, you gotta be, you gotta be willing, and I don't know. It's a lot. So that's just my assessment of it. People might not like my take on it. A lot of people feel like she's just completely lying. I don't think she's completely lying. I just think that it was a situation to where she gave in, they had sex, and to him, all is well. It's consensual. Like, girl, what you tripping on? Like, we doing this thing. I don't know. It's a lot. Y'all let me know what y'all think. She started feeling like she was getting played out the situation. And if he had little meat too, she's really regretting it. Like, damn, I done wasted a fuck. You know what I mean? I'm just being honest. Like, but that don't mean that you could put SA on somebody because you dealing with a guy, he got little meat, you regretting it. Damn, he got little meat. It ain't, the sex wasn't even worth it. And he got a girl. Now you feeling played. That's not a situation to where it's right to put SA on somebody, but it just sounds like a lot of like murky, blurred lines that happen. I don't know if I'm making sense to y'all, but anyways, I'm talking a lot. Let me play some of these voice messages. Maybe I'm losing some of y'all. Maybe y'all don't agree. Maybe y'all don't get it. Maybe y'all haven't experienced certain things. I don't know. But let me play some of the voice messages. Majority of the people feel like she's a complete liar. They feel like, she needs to be in jail. She's false allegation. Da, 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 da. So let me play what people have stated.
Hey, Nick. So it's Cozy. I've been following you for years. I remember being on your first live when I was 21. Anyways, to get to the point about the Jourdin and Tylil situation, I didn't believe Jourdin when she first said it. As a victim myself, it's a sixth sense that you get with people. And so when she first said that she was asexual, I was like, okay, that makes sense if she didn't want to share her body with someone because she's asexual, That doesn't mean that they're not attracted to people. It's just that they are able to explore. Whatever, right? But then in that same live, when she's telling us about the assault, when she says, I don't want to share my body with someone because they have a girlfriend. Okay, so is it because you're asexual or because he has a girlfriend? So right then and there, I didn't know if I should believe her or not. I was like, I don't know. That sounded a little fishy because is it because he has a girlfriend?
Right. And I think a lot of people had that, thought.
The deeper conversation is if something actually happens to her or if Tylil actually does something in the future, now look. That's why you cannot just go to the internet about these things. You have to report these things. But yeah, that's my basic thought about it. Like, that's what my wrap-up thought was. Like, once Tylil came out and showed the video and then it was really about him having a girlfriend, I said, well, that was what I thought once she said the girlfriend thing. So not surprising. And yeah, I'm just ready for us to all move on and for Tylil to get his justice, get his money, and for her to come up with these imaginary screenshots she got, because I'm trying to see him. We all love a little imaginary friend, Anyways, hope you're having a good day. Hope your baby's okay. And I will be watching the live when you pop up.
Oh, thank you so much for being a supporter. I don't know how old you are now, but you said I've been down since I was 21, so it sounds like you've been down on my page for a while. Thank you so much for supporting, and I appreciate you sending in the voice note. Let's go to the next one.
Hey Neek, so I just got through watching your video about the Tylil and Jourdin situation. So I definitely have my thoughts on it. I did a video of it on my TikTok. So if you go to my TikTok page, you could use that video if you want, you know, my opinion or whatever. My TikTok is It's Feef, ITSPHEEF. All right, and yeah, you'll see that I basically said Jourdin need her ass whooped, straight up and down. All right, and that was actually before she came back with the with her quote receipts or her response to the receipts. But anyway, yeah, if you want to see how I feel, you can go ahead and check that out. All right, later. Oh, and I love your content, girl. All right, bye.
All right, thank you so much for sending in the voice note. I appreciate you so much. Let's go to the next one.
Hey Nick, so I want to leave my 2 cents on this Tylil and Jourdin thing. Unfortunately, well, I'm not gonna say unfortunately, but I believe Jourdin. I believe everything that she's saying. She went to the party, he was playing with her phone, and he coerced her back to his hotel. I believe that. Do I believe the situation could have been handled differently? Yes. Do I believe she was extorting him? Yes, I believe. No, I don't. I believe she sent him $2,000 request to pay for that phone that he broke. I really do believe he broke that phone based off one of the messages in that message that they had up there. When she was saying her phone, she can't open her phone or do anything with her phone. That would be a clear indication that he broke her phone.
Okay. Let me play some more.
And I also believe in Jourdin's video, he was overreacting, being very dramatic. And to me, acting like that, behaviors like that indicates that you're guilty. He was just overreacting to me, jumping all around, saying she trying to extort me and all that stuff. I don't know. I just believe her. I don't believe, I just believe her. I'm sorry. I don't have nothing else to say.
Okay, thank you so much, girl. I appreciate you tuning in. I think you meant in Tylil's video. You said in Jourdin's video he was being extreme. I think you meant like Tylil, but girl, I get what you're saying. All right, let's go to the next one.
I'm listening to your video right now, but so I feel like she's telling the truth. We all know that Kai Cenat has and his friends have had allegations. So birds of a feather, and they flock together, yeah.
Okay, thank you so much, girl. Okay, so those were my voice messages. All right, so I'm tired of editing. You guys get the gist of it. You guys let me know what you think. What scenario, based on the evidence, do you think it was? Do you believe it was a situation where she did it, got mad, was bitter that he had a girlfriend, got revenge, wanted the money, blah, blah, blah? Or do you think it was the latter? Let me know down below, and I'll talk to y'all on the next video.